Space, the final frontier. The year of 2758. Mankind, in its infinite quest for progress, slowly began using up all of the Earth's finite resources. As society lay on the brink of collapse, they looked for an answer in the stars. Long since then, humanity has moved on from its humble beginnings and ventured forth into a new age of... One moment.
Hey, you want to do another Oblivion video?
Okay. Alright, so we're back with Oblivion. It's been... Oh crap. Okay, good start.
Lovely.
It's been like half a year or something like that. And now we're back.
And we're starting off by getting attacked by a bandit.
That's fine, I'll take care of her. No problem at all.
She didn't even give you the option to, like, give her gold. She just came out and attacked you.
Last time we asked the viewers if they would like us to play the game normally, like we've done so far, or actually to completely break the game. And the consensus was pretty clear in one direction. They want us to really break the game. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, starting off, we already have quite a bit of gold. Let's actually make Larry a millionaire. So, first up, we need to actually go to the Anvil Mages Guild.
Look at the muscles on you.
Crap. Crap. Okay, it's been a while. There we go.
I do appreciate that you can do these lockpicking mini games at any point.
I mean, I kind of get... I kind of appreciate it too, but I also kind of get... Because, like, at this point, why would I ever put any points into security if I can just do them anyway, if they're at master level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think this just kind of makes it so there's really no point in leveling up lockpicking at all. Maybe it's in, like... Okay, not in here, obviously. But, like, maybe in this chest. I mean, might as well check it, right? It's like one last chest left.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, here. Poison of paralysis.
There it is.
Good. Finally. Okay. Now we can just calmly make our way out of here.
That was an endeavor.
It truly was. For one potion. Alright, so now we have that poison. We're back at the Imperial City. And more importantly, I just need to find one specific house here. Okay, I think this one... Yeah, here we are. Dorian's house. Okay. So now we just need to break into here. And Dorian is probably one of Oblivion's most famous NPCs. Okay, now let's find this hunk of a man.
I don't believe I know you, and I don't need any new friends. Thank you very much.
You say that, right? But how about we get better acquainted anyway? There we go.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Now next up, all I need to do, just get myself a nice weapon. Probably one that won't kill him, so...
Why do we only have enchanted weapons?
I don't know. Probably because we like never actually grab anything else. You know what, this should be good though. Screw it. And then we get a potion of poison of paralysis. Let's coat that.
You too.
There we go. And now that he's down on the ground, I can just grab, pickpocket him. And as you can see, the gold never actually leaves his inventory, so I can just click on this as much as I want and get rich forever.
Why does that work?
I'm not entirely sure. The explanation that I've heard is that he's like an important NPC that has like, for like a quest later on, has like an item or something in his inventory. But he also needs to have gold or whatever, so the game won't physically allow him to be like completely without anything in his inventory. Anyway, I'm gonna be clicking until I have 1 million, so see you guys in a bit. So, 500,000 gold later.
We're millionaires.
Half millionaires. That counts, right? Honestly, I couldn't be asked to actually get to 1 million. This took a while. So, now we have 500,000 gold. That's pretty much all the gold we'll ever need. There's one bad thing, though. Dorian isn't really happy with us right now.
Die.
But that's fine. I'm just gonna run my way out of here. And then immediately get caught by a guard, probably. Stop right there, criminal scum. No? Oh, wait, there he is. There he is. Look, 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 look.
You got one of the fancy ones.
Ooh.
Nobody breaks the law in my way.
Yeah, I know. Sure, I'll pay your 40 gold bounty. Why not?
That's too bad. I was hoping... Oh,
Attempted murder costs you 40 gold.
So now you're probably wondering what we're going to spend that 500,000 on. It's quite easy, actually. So here we are, Mystic Emporium. Here we go.
Yep, there you go.
15 Absorb Minor Magicka. Yeah, let's buy all 15 of those. Thank you.
For a song.
And now that we have those, it's time to start duping. So yeah, another pretty major glitch in Oblivion. What I can do, for example, just to show this off. Let's say, for example, that I want to have more lockpicks. Now right now I only have 4 and I keep breaking them, so let's get some more. So all you need for this glitch is just like more than one of the same scroll. So it can be 2, it can be 15, it can be 500. All I'm gonna do is just click on this one, make my way down to the lockpicks. Now drop those. And now when I drop these, there's gonna be multiple stacks of 4 lockpicks. I think it's actually 15 lockpicks, the same amount. Yeah, as you can see, I had 4 first, and now I have 16. Alright, so now that we've done that, we actually need to make our way over to one of the player homes, which is like a plugin that you could buy. Like, this was like the first types of DLC. That's Frostcrag Spire. So let's just travel over to there. Here we are, Frostcrag Spire. I should make my way inside this curious but extraordinary tower. And you can actually learn more about it by reading a book right over here. And after reading Dusty Tome, I've learned that I can purchase everything I need to restore this place to its former glory from Ireland Way at the Mysteric Emporium.
The player homes in this game were really cool.
They were, but like, it's kind of obvious that it was like Bethesda's like first time doing like DLC and stuff, because you just get gifted this house for like literally no reason whatsoever. Like this giant ass tower. So like, there weren't really other player homes that you could get, was there?
No, there's a few. There's this one, and then there's like a castle.
Yeah, but I mean like non-DLC ones.
Oh yeah, well, there are player homes, but they all require you to buy them, and they're like expensive as hell.
Right. So, like, I think this was just like a bit of an easy, like, you know, like, oh, you paid money for it, I guess we'll just give it to you, like a really easy way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the whole thing. I think digital DLC was a pretty new concept at the time. Like horse armor is still regarded as some of the worst DLC ever, so they were just kind of like figuring it out.
True. I do love that they like actually talked about horse armor in an interview a while back, and they were like, "Yeah, we still like sometimes get lunch, like buy lunch from it, because some people still buy it."
I remember that. I've seen that.
All right. Did you just say you creatures are all the same? Oh wow, she hates us.
What did you do?
Alright, let's see. Here we are. Might as well just buy everything. Alchemy lab, sure. Bedroom area, why not? Library area, cool. Vault area, awesome. And 2 candle boxes. I'll buy both. Wait, does she actually like me more now? Oh wow, she loves me.
Thanks for all your money, asshole.
Dude, I'm used to being like so fast due to Morrowind that this is like feels really jarring to me now. And I'll open up. I'm not gonna use any of it. All I'm just gonna do is just place some candles at the altar of enchanting and at the altar of spellmaking. Before we do anything else, however, we do need a Grand Soul Gem. Oh, Grand Soul Gem, here we are. Easy.
Yeah, okay.
So we got the Grand Soul Gem as well.
God, this place has been really handy.
It has been, holy shit. So now we have the Grand Soul Gem.
Check the Mystic Emporium really quick for a scroll.
Alright, but if it's here, I'm gonna like be so fucking like salty.
Oh my god! Why do we should just start checking this place anytime we're looking for something.
All right, sure. Alright, let me just dupe this just in case.
Oh my god.
Now where is Minor Soul Trap? Let's just drop this.
Wonderful.
So now that we have those Grand Soul Gems, we of course need to fill them. Now it can be a bit tricky, especially at level 6, which our character is at right now, because at that point you don't really have any creatures that you can face that can fill up a Grand Soul Gem. So, on that note, we're gonna find a special creature which can actually fill up a Grand Soul Gem. So, on that note, we're gonna find a special creature. Alright, so, here we are, Dive Rock. And if you go over here, it actually says your vantage point on the tip of Dive Rock offers a rare view of the Imperial Province. You take note of a few dungeons and mark their locations on your map. So now if you go over, you do actually see a few little dungeons marked on your map, which I thought was a cute touch.
Pretty cool.
Now that we're at Dive Rock, we need to go to this campfire, because there's actually a journal here. And it's just basically the story of a dude who just became a chieftain, married some girl, killed like the previous chieftain, who was like Uderfrakt or whatever. But his wife was still haunted by the memory of Uderfrakt. Something, he killed his wife, and then he was gonna like go over there to avenge his wife's death.
Does a reading trigger it?
No, I think you just actually need to go to the southeast of Dive Rock. Yeah, the thing is though, oh, there it is. Like,
Yeah,
you can
it's
actually
pretty
see
easy
it.
to see. It's just like a invisible ogre with a frost shield on it or something like that.
Yes, it is. Okay, now, before I do this, something I should have actually done before. Where is Flashbolt? Here we are.
Probably should have done that on a flat surface.
Yeah, a bit too late now. Doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter if it sees me at this point, because I'm just gonna like hang on to these rocks and hope it doesn't reach me.
You are gonna have to get up close and personal with it at some point, though.
Oh fuck.
That's not good.
That's not good indeed. Never mind, we're safe. Okay, one more. Maybe one more?
Yeah, do one more.
Okay. Now we go. Okay, now... Minor Soul Trap. Ooh, it's just touch though, isn't it? Okay.
Oh, that's not what you meant to do.
Oh. No, but it kind of worked out actually.
And there we go.
There we go. Capture the soul.
Now please,
Please,
be grand.
for the love of God.
Yes. Oh
Yes.
my god, finally.
Okay, so the reason why we're so relieved is because there's only a few like creatures in this game that actually give you a grand soul gem. Humans not included unless you get like this very specific soul gem from a quest. And right now Larry is only level 6, which means...
Not a lot of those enemies are going to spawn.
Exactly. I also get this kick-ass bow. But for some reason this one actually does spawn. Also
Oh.
Svenja was like the...
That's his wife.
The wife, yeah.
Ooh, that's a little the guy's
Morbid.
corpse is around here somewhere too.
Let's actually find out
There
before
it
we
is.
head out. Why not?
Um
Oh, here it
in
is.
the journal apparently he says he's holding a steel axe. He has a silver one on him.
Wow. Lore inconsistency. I hope someone got fired for that one.
That was not part of the plan.
Now, with that done, we can actually move back to Frostcrag Spire. Alright, so we got the filled Grand Soul Gems and we duplicated them. So now, all we need to do is, for example with these shoes, we can do Grand Soul Gems, fortify attributes, let's say speed. Sure, it's for 10 points on self. Pretty good.
It's quite the name for a pair of blue suede shoes.
They make you faster. Now the entire reason we did this is not just to get like one pair of shoes. Okay, so first I'm just gonna have to duplicate Fast Reno, Cappuccino, Ronaldinho right here. Now I can just drop this. Now I need to equip one of these. And as you can see, it actually differentiates now between the two.
It doesn't even hold the full name.
I know. And now all I need to do is just try to duplicate the other one, the one that I'm currently not wearing. So I'm just gonna go over to Flashbolt and duplicate these ones. It will forcibly unequip Fast Reno Cappuccino. But if I go over to active effects, you can still see that I have fortified speed for 36, and 10 of that is from Fast Reno Cappuccino Ronaldinho. And I can just keep doing this and slowly but surely raise pretty much every single attribute of mine. Alright, so 2 hours and a bunch of enchanted gear later, if we look at our stats, we can see that for our stats, we've maxed out strength and intelligence. Those are both at 102, which is above the cap. We could raise these even further if we wanted to, but I'm just going to keep it like this for now. And we've also raised speed to 249. Together with that, if we look over at our skills, athletics 155, hand-to-hand 105, and destruction 102. And you can see all the enchantments that are working right now, like on fortified speed, and fortified strength, fortified intelligence. So yeah, it's taken quite a while. It's actually taken, what, 2 hours, was it?
Yeah, like if anyone ever says that you don't dedicate yourself to these kind of things, I kept track of time. It took over 2 hours for him to do this.
You will notice that's actually made quite a difference. So like if we walk, for example.
It's a little fast. It's a little fast.
You can however say that we haven't like done much to acrobatics though. Because like the jump...
Acrobatics like levels up so easily on its own. It's almost pointless.
True. I mean, the thing is though, like I don't really care that much about acrobatics. We leveled it up a few times and I was like, you know what, 50 is good enough as is.
Yeah.
Alright, so now with that done, we can always like later on, in later parts, if we do want to be even faster, or if we do want to be able to jump higher, or something like that. Also, like, it's been a while since I've played this game, but like only now do I realize how like really devoid of NPCs this game is. Like, this entire town just feels so empty compared to like Skyrim and shit. And like Skyrim itself even felt like a bit empty to me sometimes, like the cities and stuff. But I guess that's like the engine limitations. But like Oblivion even more so right now, because like it just feels incredibly empty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like of all the Elder Scrolls games, this is the one that could use a remaster at some point, because there's a ton to do in this game, but every city feels so empty.
Yeah, it's like, I think one of the most popular mods is also the ones that like populate the cities more with just random NPCs. Like, those people who just give you one line, it doesn't really do much more, but still.
Yeah, it just makes everything feel more alive.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so we have to go to this house specifically.
Me, please.
Oh, hello.
I'm Tavella Lathandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive, but I am at my wit's end. I'm sorry to be so forward, but I desperately need your help. It seems that my husband, Ryth, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do. Yes, my husband is the Ryth Lathandis. Have you heard of him?
No, please tell me more about him. I like how you can't say yes, or just like shut up, and please tell me more about him.
I walked into your house. I don't want to hear anything about your problems.
You haven't? That's strange. Ryth is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil.
Do I look like the artistic type?
His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's just a silly notion, of course, but it just goes to show the attention to detail Ryth uses when he paints.
You said Ryth is missing?
Yes, Ryth likes to work in his studio with the door locked, so no one can disturb him. He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep. But 2 days ago, he didn't come out at all. At first, I wasn't worried. He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with a key he said to use only in emergencies. It turned out he wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea where he's gone. Please help me find Ryth. I love him dearly, and I'm so worried.
Alright, don't worry, I'll find Ryth.
Oh, thank you so very much. Here's the key to Ryth's studio. You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house. Do hurry, I miss my love so much.
That sounds very convincing, lady, sure thing. Also, why does she look so angry suddenly?
I think because we kind of just barged into her house.
Let's see. Yeah, no, she isn't really happy with us.
I think it's because we barged into her house.
It might be. You know what? Here, have some money.
See? Was that hard?
We've got plenty.
Sure, why not?
Ryth is in danger.
And if we look around here, you can actually see quite a few paintings. And paintbrushes.
All very nice.
Mm-hmm.
All very detailed.
And then the unusual painting to the painted world. Yeah, Oblivion did this before Dark Souls did, just saying. And after touching the painting Wright had been working on, I suddenly find myself standing in a strange forest. It looks familiar, like the Great Forest in the heart of Cyrodiil, but something is different about this. Oh, hello.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. Oh, thank goodness someone finally came. While I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. You're stuck here like I am. Sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief, we wouldn't be in this predicament. I was in my studio when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint. I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like. Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Dibella, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It's said the bristles of the brush are woven from Dibella's own hair. That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works?
Sure. How does it work?
The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat those painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back.
I do like how completely honest he is about the fact that he's like a giant massive fraud.
I was about to say, he's clearly a fraud.
He's like, oh, all you have to do is just imagine it. And I sometimes like to act like I'm
Pretend.
painting anyway. Yeah, and his wife is all like, oh my god, he's the best painter ever.
So?
Also, I know why we're fucking hated, by the way. I'm just gonna make him like me more because
I don't like being hated.
Yeah, like when Oblivion characters look at me scary, it haunts my nightmares. So let's just... Alright, painted trolls.
The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He didn't know the brush had its risks. The creatures are now loose all over the forest, and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosmer thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. Do be careful.
Sure thing. So yeah, we're actually in a painted world. I do love the fact that it actually looks kind of painted. As you can see, it looks kind of strange-ish.
It's a nice attention to detail that they didn't have to do, but they did anyway.
Yeah, like the rocks and the ground and everything looks very painted. But it is quite a linear path. You can't really go very far out, I believe.
It's incredibly tiny. It's like a circle, basically. I think it's kind of funny that the fact that you can paint creatures in this world and they can turn on you and kill you
Any luck?
is possible. What if you accidentally sneezed with the brush in your hand and accidentally created a dragon?
Well, then the guy did say you need everything you imagine becomes real, but he just likes to act like he paints. So as long as you don't think about a huge dragon that can actually kill me, you should be good.
Yeah, but if you're thinking of these creatures, do you think that if you're thinking that they will protect you rather than turn on you? Do you think that's a thing?
No, because like the thief got killed by his own painted trolls, so like I don't think that's a thing.
Also, what did he plan on doing in here? The thief probably had to realize that it's a painted world. There's not much to it.
Yeah, like that's kind of a weird one, isn't it? Why didn't he just like run off or whatever? Like why did he like when did the idea come that he's like jumping into a painting like fucking Blue's Clues? I don't get it.
He could clearly get out. Like he has the brush. He stuck him in here, so there's no evidence that he stole it.
I think the point, like maybe, okay, so the way I see it is, he was like, okay, shit, the painter is following me. Quickly, I'm gonna paint some like trolls, and then the trolls immediately turned on him before he could like draw an exit or whatever.
Maybe that's the case.
Or maybe he just didn't know how to get out, and like this painter dude knows. Anyway, let's just move on because there should be some trolls around here. There they are. That's the first one. Oh wow! Wait, your skill level is too low?
For what? Oh, your magic.
Oh wow! Could we actually not use any of these because yeah, it requires friction skill 100? Oh my god, it doesn't count. I didn't know that. I thought this would count, but it doesn't.
Wow. That was a good waste of time.
It really was, yes. Alright, doesn't matter. I'll just run circles around him really fast so he doesn't know what to do. Because of course I also upgraded my hand-to-hand, so we're good. Also, the painted trolls look incredibly weird.
Yeah, I remember this looking a lot better back in the day.
I mean, it did for you back in the day. And
Yeah.
it's actually the only place in the entire game you can get painted troll fat.
I think you need to use the turpentine.
No, wait. Okay. Okay, maybe I do, yeah. I get the feeling that he's healing up as well. The question is, though, do we actually need to fight these guys anyway? Seeing as, like, we just need to find a corpse, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, trolls do heal naturally, remember?
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Don't mind me,
Yeah,
guys.
There's just a corpse in one of the corners here. This area's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Whee. Okay, I think, yeah, there's a corpse.
There it is.
I don't mind me.
I like that this area is clearly unpainted.
Mm-hmm. So it's only like the very beginnings of it because this guy died before he could finish it.
And it looks like canvas. It's canvassed.
Oh yeah, it does.
The ground.
Let me actually do this. There we go. If you like
That's pretty cool.
open the console, you can actually see like the real colors here. That actually looks really cool.
Good attention to detail. Oh,
Yeah.
and the sky. We didn't really point out the sky. That's
Oh,
probably
wow.
the best part.
Holy shit, I didn't even notice that before. I'm like trying to dodge these trolls, by the way. But yeah, the skybox actually looks really, really painted. That's really cool.
I think that's probably the best part of the entire area.
I do like this is one of the reasons why Oblivion I think is still like so happily like still so fondly remembered. It's because like these quests are really, really unique, and you can see that there's like a lot of detail put into them. And that's like the main issue for me with Skyrim as well, for example, because like the quests are all just like go into this dungeon and kill these drawer. By the way,
There were like maybe 3 quests in Skyrim that I can remember being really fun.
yeah,
But like Oblivion has so many.
yep, like that's like the main difference as well. Because like I love Skyrim, don't get me wrong. I just think like the quests constantly are just like go to this drawer cave. By the way, dude, there's so many drawers here. We need you to take them out. Like it just gets really, really repetitive. And I do think we're kind of looking at it with rose-tinted glasses though, because like we're just looking at like the highlights of Oblivion, like when we do these quests, right? Like I'm betting there's like the tons and tons of quests that we completely forgot about that are just like go to this cave or like go kill this dude or whatever.
Oh yeah, there absolutely are those kinds of quests, but when it comes to the 2 games, you kind of have to compare. You will compare them by the highlights.
That's true.
And Oblivion, at least in our eyes, has much better quests, I would say.
It does. Like the whole Dark Brotherhood quest line, for example, there's nothing really like quite like that quality in Skyrim, in my opinion. But then again, I've played Oblivion a hell of a lot more than I have played Skyrim, so maybe there is. You know, maybe like I've never done the Dragonborn DLC or like the Dawnguard DLC fully.
The Vampire DLC is actually probably the best part of the game. Anyway, now that we're done getting the paintbrush, we can just
go over here to
Hop
this
over.
guy
Stay away.
and get out.
Good work.
There you go.
Now I can paint the portal home. After it's complete, you must go first. or else you'd be stuck in here forever.
Sure thing.
Thanks for my paintbrush. Bye, bitch.
That'd be a real dick move, wouldn't it? For him just like yoink and make his way out.
And you could totally do that too.
Alright, here we go. I do actually like the fact that it's like precisely like his room. Like you can actually see like the table and stuff from before. Alright, we've arrived back in Rife's home. The painting is now sealed and Rife is safe. I should speak to him when I have a moment. Alright, Rife.
I don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart to help me get back home. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Here, please take this apron as a token of our friendship. It's not much, but perhaps it will help you in the future. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I have it, I'm afraid more than a lone cut-purse will visit me. Safe journey, Sergio.
Sergio? Okay.
What?
Not entirely sure. Also, to point out the apron they gave us, by the way, it's leveled. So that's like one of the big problems with Oblivion and like the quest rewards. You're better off waiting to do like the fun quests at like a very later point in the game where you're like above level 25 than doing them right now at level 6. Because it's leveled, so meaning that right now the apron, it actually just gives you like 45 agility and intelligence plus 6 on self. Which is okay, it's not bad. But like, if I were to wait until like level 25 plus, then it would be like plus 20, for example. So like, the fact that it's leveled, it kind of makes sense, obviously, because you don't want to give like players like super overpowered gear very early on. But at the same time, it also like incentivizes you to like not actually do the fun quests until like way later on in the game, which is not something anyone wants to do. Alright, so next quest. It's also kind of a unique one, and this one's a bit smaller than the other one. Oh shit, someone did point out to me like a while back, I think it was like the first part that I should get like the Oblivion stutter remover, which would have probably been a smart idea, but I completely forgot about it.
It's it would have been nice if we, you know, remembered stuff like that, but it's been a long time since we actually started this.
So, next quest coming up involves this little village of Elswell. As you might notice, there's literally no one here. And it's a bit odd, but if you look around here, you can actually see a few houses with like named characters. And if you go into the inn...
Excuse me, we have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing.
What happened?
Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty has definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing, but we can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
I do actually like that if you look close enough, you can see the outline of like his eyes, and his eyebrow, and his nose here, and his mouth. I do think it'll be kind of hard to see on like YouTube's video player. You have to look very closely for that.
Yeah, even I'm having a bit of a hard time.
Who's Ankatar?
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt.
Sure thing. Alright.
Be seeing you.
Take care.
You remind me of my homeland.
Oh, there's actually another person here.
Good morning.
Okay, so
What's going on?
I know why everyone fucking hates us, by the way.
Saying they ran into...
You know why? Because if you go over, our personality is really low. It's 28. Also, fun fact about this quest, by the way. If you, we're gonna inevitably, of course, meet that wizard down there, right? And then he gives you like a spell to help fix the invisibility, like a scroll. But if you accidentally like fire off the scroll wrong, you have to go back and he scolds you. And I think if you do it wrong 2 or 3 times, he actually refuses to like give you another scroll, and then you fail the quest.
That's wonderful.
He just calls you a giant moron, and he's like, "Fuck you, I'm not helping you anymore." Oh.
Oh yeah, all the enemies in this fort are going to be invisible. So you guys are going to get like a solid 5-10 minutes of Rhett punching at nothing.
More like 5 seconds. I already heard the guy's voice. He's like somewhere around here. And wait. In order to find the guy, haha, okay, 200 IQ. Fingleam has detect life.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I forgot we had this. I think he's in the fort.
Oh wait, actually inside the fort. Okay. No, but I can hear him talking.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he says like, "Oh, I told you." There you are.
Take you. What is it you want from me?
The invisibility spell.
Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why?
Well, tell him that. Is this like the only time in Oblivion during a dialogue option the game tells you like in third person that you're gonna tell him instead of just being a dialogue option about what you say?
I don't think so.
Really? Because I don't ever remember this. I just always remembered like normally it'd be something like, "Oh, Elswell is also turned invisible." Anyway.
I don't know.
Oh, really? Everyone in town? That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind. I don't mean to bore you.
Just tell me how to reverse it. See, like now it actually goes back to just...
That's weird.
You can tell them not to worry. The effect is not actually permanent. It should wear off eventually.
Eventually?
Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research.
They can't wait for a year.
Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine.
Again, a bit weird there. It's just like...
There were brackets.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Normally it'd just be like, "Oh, reverse invisibility added." And then like the dude just like, says, "Here, take it." But now
It must have just been whoever was writing this quest.
I think it was like maybe an early quest or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, reverse invisibility.
I've already given you the scroll. Stand in the middle of town.
Right, okay.
I'm done talking to you.
You know what it is?
What?
You're actually correct, because I remember reading something recently that was like they worked in reverse for everything when it came to the dialogue and writing.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were working on quests, they did from Z to A for like dialogue. So they probably did this quest very, very early on.
Huh. Yeah, now of course, zero visibility. That makes sense. Okay, so just return to Atwell, stand in the middle of it, so about here-ish, right?
Yeah, in the plants.
Yeah. Also, let me just take that off, because it's annoying. Reverse invisibility. Oh, we can actually see this dude, by the way. He's just tending to his crops.
Talk to Dirham in the inn. I'm tired of this minstrel's freak show our town has turned into.
Sure thing. Right, now, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. I've used the scroll Ankatar has given me, and the people of Elswell are once again visible. Alright.
There's a lot of people in there.
I can't tell you how good it
Yeah, I didn't realize it was actually so many.
My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible.
That's a pretty good one, honestly.
Friend, you are welcome at the Ayleswell Inn anytime. Free of charge.
Well, glad to help.
Goodbye.
So for our next quest, we need to make our way to Cropsford, which is this little village still under construction, mostly.
But you can notice that there's no one here, so we need to head slightly to the east on the same road.
There we are, Crestbridge Camp.
I think we should just pack pack up and go home.
Have faith, Aloys. I'm sure my father will think of something.
Your father was the one that got us into this mess. I'm tired of you always defending him.
Try not to worry so much, dear.
I suppose I have a moment.
I'm guessing this is her father.
Hello, my friend. A word of advice. Watch for goblins if you're heading north.
Goblins.
Watch out for them if you're heading north. We ran into goblin war parties northwest of here while starting to build a new settlement. My family and I are still trying to figure out what to do. We spent everything we had to buy the land and supplies, so we can hardly go back. Say, do you think you could help us? We need to get the goblins off our land so we can start building our new settlement.
Sure, I will help.
I had a good feeling about you, friend. You should talk to Marisa about the goblins. She's our guide and knows what needs to be done.
Sure thing.
You too.
Guessing Marisa was the woman sleeping here? Yes.
Look at the mud.
Well met. Come, warm yourself by our fire.
Oh, that's very kind of you, but no thank you. Goblins.
You've agreed to help them clear the goblins from Cropsford? That's great news. I've done some scouting around while we've been camped here, and it looks like Cropsford is right in the middle of a goblin war. The caves around here are infested with goblins. Normally, goblins stay close to their lairs and wouldn't be a huge problem. But two tribes are at war, and their war parties are crossing right through Cropsford. What you'll need to do is stop the war somehow.
Okay. Goblin War?
Goblins have their own reasons for doing things. Don't make sense to us, usually, but I've learned a lot about their ways over the years. Each tribe guards a head in its lair. Whose head? I don't know. A sacred tribal totem or something like that. Anyway, if you want to rile up a goblin tribe, steal their tribal head, which is often what a rival tribe does, just to prove they're tougher. I'd lay odds that the war between the two tribes is because of a stolen tribal head, nor the reason for a war to go on this long. So, to stop the war, all you need to do is sneak into Timberscar Cave, find the stolen tribal head, and return it to the Cracked-Wood Cave goblins. Unless you want to do things the hard way.
Wait, how did she know which specific goblin group stole the head from the other one and where they are?
Who knows?
Wow. Okay, fine. What's the hard way?
Well, you could always just fight your way into Cracked-Wood Cave and kill their shaman. Every goblin tribe is led by a shaman, but she mostly stays hidden in the heart of the lair, well protected. But kill the shaman, and the tribe will dissolve into confusion, most likely end the war.
Right, but that sounds kind of boring compared to the first solution.
And
I think it's kind of funny that if you look at the map, you can actually tell that Cropsford is literally in the middle of both their lairs.
Oh yeah, I hadn't actually noticed that. Let's get
I
in.
think this quest is really cool because it's not every day. It's not very common for you to hear that, there are goblin war parties and goblin factions that go to war with one another and have these weird political bouts over totems.
Yeah, it gives you kind of an insight, it just kind of fleshes out goblins as a creature more than just
Is it really that's it? It's just sitting there?
Yeah,
That's the entire...
that's it. That was easy. I literally...
That goblin's gonna go to the shaman and be like, he just ran in and took it.
250 speed. Whee!
amazing. You actually swiped the stolen head right out of Timberscar Cave? Ha! Those goblins won't know what to think now. You don't really need to do anything else. The Cracked Wood tribe will stop attacking Timberscar Cave once they figure out the head is gone. Of course, now that you have the head, you could create all sorts of mischief.
Create mischief with the head?
Well, for instance, you could give it to any other goblin tribe. They'd boast about it, just as if they won it in a war. And pretty soon the Cracked Wood tribe would launch war against them. I'm not sure if the Cropsford settlers would be all too pleased about you stirring up a new goblin war, though.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Is that actually a possibility? I should tell... Okay. No, I should just tell them that it's safe for him and his family to return to Cropsford. Sure, why
I
not?
ran across a couple of mud crabs.
Let
Hey.
me know as soon as Cropsford is cleared of goblins, so we can get back to building our new settlement.
Goblin War.
You took care of the goblin menace? That's great news, my friend. Now we can get back to building our new lives at Cropsford. Please, be sure to come and visit us in a month or so. You have earned a hero's welcome.
All I did is literally like run into a cave, grab a stick, and run back out.
Yep, that was the entire process of that quest.
Wow.
Okay, so when it comes to Cropsford, though, one of the things I find really cool about this quest is that they'll return to Cropsford, and as we play the game over time, the village will actually become like a village. Like it'll get actually constructed. So right now it's clearly just a bunch of scaffolding, but if we came back eventually, one of the houses will be complete, and then it'll go to both houses are complete, and then finally they'll have crops and a stable up. I think it's really cool. We might maybe come back and check that out later if we remember. Doubt
Definitely.
it.
Like the dude did say like, oh, check back in a month or so. So I'm like, you know, I think it's definitely a possibility. I think it's pretty cool that it kind of shows like not many other things in this game do that like time actually passes. Not that the entire world is static up until the player actually does something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool. I do like really want in like later RPGs too, like in modern RPGs, I do wish like timed stuff would come back. You know, like you just leave like your home village or whatever like that, and there's like a bunch of quests all around, but you can't do all of them in one playthrough. Like you have to pick and choose because some just expire. I think that would be really interesting. Kind of like how in Fallout 1 you only have like 150 days to do the main quest to get the water chip.
Or you fail.
Or you fail, yeah, or basically you like pretty much fail the entire game. I do like that. I do like that whole sense of like urgency to it, because you don't really see that much in like modern RPGs nowadays. Everyone is just like kind of waiting on the player. I do get that because you of course don't want your player to miss out on content. But at the same time, I do think it's like really cool because it just makes the world feel more alive than it would do so otherwise.
Because it doesn't make it like they're waiting on you to get things started. They're doing their own the characters and NPCs are doing their own thing.
Exactly.
And if you're not there, you just missed out.
I think Dragon Age Inquisition had that with one quest where it's like two brothers who are like on opposite sides of the war, and they're like, "I'd come back to our own farm and I'll murder you and stuff like that." And then you can't get over there, and I think you can stop the fight. But if you take too long, then like by the time you get there, they'll both have killed each other already. So like I do like stuff like that just makes it more memorable, obviously, because that's obvious. Like it's really the only quest I ever remember from Dragon Age Inquisition.
And you can actually start the war back up, by the way, if you do give them back the staff or whatever, and the village just won't get built.
What's the point though? It's just you being a random asshole.
Yeah, it's just you being a random asshole.
Alright, time for our next quest. We have to go to Breville, and we have to find a woman named Ursan Lodge.
Excuse me, my lord.
So her husband, Elrond Lodge.
It all started when Alarin became foolish and started gambling. He'd visit the arena every week and spend our hard-earned money on bets. I told him to stop, but he didn't listen. He was certain he could win us a fortune and move us somewhere nicer, like the Imperial City. It didn't take long for Alarin to begin losing. He resorted to borrowing money from a usurer to cover his losses and place new bets. As you can imagine, it didn't pay off. He ended up owing around 500 gold. We could never have that kind of money to pay back the usurer.
So what happened to Elrond? Also, she talks. There's not really an arena here in Breville, is there?
No.
That's odd. Okay, well, what happened to Elrond?
Yesterday, the usurer, Curden Grodregel, sent for my husband to meet him at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. He hasn't returned since. I fear for his life. Curden isn't known for his patience. Please, I'm not wealthy, but I'd give anything to see Alaron again.
Alright, I'll help you. You don't actually get a choice in this quest for some reason.
You will? Oh, thank you. Please be careful. I don't wish any harm to befall you either.
I'll be good, don't worry.
Farewell and be careful. Curtin is not to be trusted.
I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Then for the next quest, we have Caught in the Hunt. So now we just need to find Curtin and find out what happened to her husband. Hello, Curtin.
Yeah, what do you want?
Aileron.
None of your damn business. I'd tell you if I liked you, and I don't.
Right. So,
Here, have some money.
have some money.
That'll get you something.
Aileron.
Maybe I know him, maybe I don't. But since you're so interested, I know something that could jar my memory.
More money.
And what's that?
I just learned that a family heirloom, the axe of Dragol, which one of my stupid relatives lost, is located on Fort Grief Island in Nibbin Bay. My informant tell me it's hidden in the main keep at the center. Don't know what's guarding it, but I'm sure you can handle it. If you go there and bring it back to me, I'll tell you exactly where Aileron is.
And if I don't return it?
Then Aileron may not be coming home from his, journey for a very long time. Like, permanently. Whenever you're ready, and it better be soon, I'll have a boat waiting for you to get to Fort Grief Island.
Alright. And what about this axe? Let's ask more about that.
Yeah, it's a battle axe with the word Dragol carved into the haft. Huge. You can't miss it. I ain't gonna draw you a picture. Don't you have...
And now, here we are. So I've arrived at Fort Grief. I should proceed inside the ruined keep and begin my search for the axe. So, Fort Grief. Oh, here it is. Turn handle. You've activated the gate to Fort Grief. Oh, great.
This doesn't feel like a trap at all.
No, especially now with the blood splatter and the skeleton over there. And the chains. Oh, who's this?
Oh no.
Hello, Aileron.
It appears as though Kurdan has tricked another poor soul with his axe story.
Axe of Dragol.
You haven't guessed it yet? There never was any axe of Dragol. It was just a ruse to lure you out here. I fell for the same trick. In my case, he told me if I retrieved the axe, he'd erase my debts. I was such an idiot to believe him. You're now the prey in Kurdan's insane hunt, just like I am. And here we'll most likely die.
The hunt?
Kurdan doesn't make most of his money being a simple usurer. He also invented what he calls the Hunter's Run. People pay him a great deal of money to hunt and kill living human prey. No questions asked, and he takes care of the bodies. He uses the dungeons under Fort Grief as the hunting grounds. I was placed here because he knew someone would go looking for me. I'm sorry you got mixed up in all of this. I hope you can fight. It's our only chance of escaping alive.
Yeah, I can. I have a boat nearby.
Don't bother. The door to this place is now locked. The only way to get out is by descending into the Hunter's Run and killing the hunters. One of them will have the key to the door. That's Kurdan's rules. It's the only way we can win. I wish I could help more, but I can't fight. I've never held a weapon before in my life. Please, get us out of here.
Alright, don't worry your pretty little head about it. I'll kill all of them.
Kurdan is treacherous.
He's oddly calm
Very
for the
friendly.
situation he's in.
Well, yeah, but he's been here for like, what, a week? A few days?
A while.
A while, at least. So, you know, like, he's probably had a lot of time to ponder his situation. So, yeah, this is actually kind of cool, like, you know, the whole... It's not like an original concept, the whole, like, you know, hunting the most dangerous game of all, man. But it's still cool, like, to see, like, it's
You must get us out.
pretty much just like a simple dungeon. Well, not simple, it has, like, a few, like, cool stuff to it, like the hunters and stuff like that. But all in all, it's not, like, super complicated or anything, but, like, the whole, like, story around it just makes it a lot more memorable. It's, like, the reason I wanted to do this quest.
It's pretty cool.
Alright, well, the Hunter's Run, let's go. Alright. And I think, like, the people you'll find will be progressively more armored. So this guy was a complete, like, walkover. Just an Imperial Hunter.
With
You know.
chainmail and nothing else.
Yep. Although they do have, like, glass swords, which can be, like, a bit of a pain if you're low level.
Which we are, but we're strong enough to deal with it.
Yeah.
I
Also,
think that's the way out.
oh, probably. Yeah, okay. So we just go in deeper.
Our next fight is with a rat.
2 rats, actually. Don't underestimate it.
True challenge. I always thought the forts in this game were really cool.
They are. I'm not sure if it's the dungeons or the forts that are like they were like mostly randomly generated and were like incredibly samey, which is one of the criticisms of Oblivion back in the day.
Actually, most of them were handcrafted.
Really?
Yeah, like they had their asset tools. Like it was all like pre-built stuff, but like someone would go in and like construct the areas together.
Oh. Wait, if I just walk over here again. Can I actually kill him by way of the arrows? That'd be really funny. Let me just heal myself up. Uh-oh, nearly fell in there. You know what, never mind. There we go. Good night.
It's too much work.
Yeah. Potion of healing, second hunter's ring, thank you. Speaking of potion of healing, that'd actually be kind of good to have, wouldn't it? So, let me just...
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Yes, I am. Let's see. Potion of healing. I'll be taking a bunch of those. Good, thank you.
You know, at least they were nice enough to give the people being hunted a chance to get out.
Yeah, like they didn't take your gear or anything, which is something I would have expected, you know?
Yeah, like even what the guy that we were here to help. Like there was a sword just hanging out there he could have picked up to use.
True, but I guess like there's not really a challenge if those guys, like if your prey can't defend itself.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh wow, this dude is really geared up.
Yeah, full dwarven gear. I do like the way it looks in Oblivion.
It looks really cool in this game.
I honestly thought it looked really cool too in Skyrim. It almost looked like Brotherhood of Steel, like power armor in Skyrim. Which I thought was funny because, like, you know, Dwarvens are like a... Looks like those Dwarven dudes were like a really advanced ancient race or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, they were far ahead of everyone else.
Uh-oh, okay. Ah, there we go. That was easy.
I kind of wish they didn't, like, kill the dwarves off in this series of games. In the lore, because I feel like it would be far more interesting to actually get to interact with them more. Like, I know you get to interact with them in Morrowind a little bit.
There's like one who's still alive, but he's like incredibly fat in Morrowind, as far as I remember.
Yeah, but like they're nowhere to be seen anywhere else. But well, they're technically in. No, that's the. Are they elves? I don't know. There's a bunch of ancient races in this game that basically go extinct, and there either is like one really lame one left, or they've turned into feral creatures that you just have to kill.
Yeah, but like we've talked about this before. Like if the guys, if Bethesda really wanted with like the lore they have in the Elder Scrolls, they could go like full on sci-fi.
They really could.
There's like space shit going on in this game, and there's like what else is there? Like a bunch of different stuff too. Like Khajiit, for example, you only see like one type of Khajiit, just like the very humanoid ones. But there's like a bunch of different ones, apparently. There's like ones that are like really like tiger-ish, who actually walk on 4 legs and everything. And there's also
the ones that are in like Morrowind, those are completely different set of Khajiits because of their hind legs.
So they could go like all over the place with it. There's even like fan theories about one of these, one of the final bosses in Oblivion DLC, Knights of the Nine, or like. I'm not sure if it's one of the final bosses or like one of the like characters that helps you actually being a cyborg because he comes from the future and shit.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of different shit. Like I said, they could go pretty much anywhere they want with this lore. But they decided to like keep it like relatively grounded, I guess.
I guess that was it.
Yep, we have to fight the final boss now. Like I said, it's like just this normal ass dungeon, but like the context around it makes it fun. Oh yeah, so there's Kurdan. And sadly, he actually killed our good friend there, whose name I forgot.
I'm impressed that you killed all my clients. Doesn't matter. More will come along with their purses fat with gold and hearts lusting for blood. Too bad about Alarin. Didn't need him anymore now that you're here. At least now he's free of his debt.
But I won your game.
Do you really think I could afford to let you leave here? The key you found is a fake. No prey has ever left this island alive. And I aim to keep it that way. You were right about one thing, though. This is my game, and I'm changing the rules.
Okay, so it's not fair.
Die!
No. So that makes sense, but I couldn't actually go out of that door earlier. Oh, he actually has a few helpers, too.
You humans are all the same. Weak and worthless.
There we go, that's him taken care of. I don't even need to heal myself, honestly. I've returned to find Dorian himself standing over the corpse of Alaran, whom he'd murdered. I had no choice but to attack and slay him.
So apparently, if you kill Alaran before doing anything else,
Yeah.
Crudon will show up and just give you the key and let you kill him.
Really?
Apparently.
Is this like AI lockup or something? Like, what happened?
It just, I don't know. It just says he'll appear, just be like, you know what, just kill me. Take my key. I don't care.
The key I discovered on the Orc Hunter was indeed a fake, and the real key was on Crudon's body. Never intended to let us leave. The real key should allow me to unlock the gate room inside the Hunter's Run and then leave Fort Grief. I will then have to bring Usan the sad news. Oh.
Yeah, sadly he has to die no matter what, though.
Yeah, you can't really save him, which is sad, because he's actually kind of a nice person too. Anyway, he did have like a few archers up top here.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there he is. Rajera the Keen Eye.
I fear grave tidings.
As you should.
Something's wrong, I can tell. What's happened to Alaran?
Sorry,
He
your
dead.
son. Yeah, he's dead.
When I saw the grave look on your face, I knew something had happened to him. And what of that fetcher, Curtin?
He lives no longer.
Then Alaran's death has been avenged. I told him that the gambling would lead to this, that foolish man, but he never listened. Before you go, I have this for you. Alaran told me that if he ever got in trouble, this could be used to bail him out of jail. He'll not be needing it any longer, and I want you to have it. I'll not take no for an answer. I know you did all you could, and for that I thank you. Now please, go in peace. I wish to be alone.
Oh, that's really sad.
Oh, my poor Alaran.
Oh, poor Alaran.
For the next quest, we actually have to go over here. So let us be off. Alright, so next up we just need to make our way to this island.
And wait till 8 p.m.
Alright, 8 p.m? Wow, you fucking liar. Oh, there he is. The Forlorn Watchman. The Watchman ignores you when you try to speak to him.
We just need to follow him.
Okay. The ghostly figure of the Forlorn Watchman has appeared on the shore of Nibbin Bay. Perhaps we should watch him for a bit and see what he does. Alright, sure. Let's go on a lovely stroll together. Why not? Man, it's gonna be 2,759 by the time we're done.
I was once
Ah.
the man known as Grantham Blakely. Look for me in the mouth of the panther. Please, release me.
And if you watch him, he's looking directly where we need to go.
Gotcha. You know, this whole please release me didn't sound really dramatic. It just sounded like a basic request. Like, could you get some tea when you go to the grocery store type, like, question. Not like as in, please release my soul from its everlasting torment, you know? Perhaps someone in Brazil would know more about this spirit than Mouth of the Painter. Maybe someone would, but, like, can we just, like, go out there ourselves?
It's literally in that little crevice, like right in front of us, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, well, let's go in then. I'm guessing it just like crashed on some rocks here at the Mouth of the Panther. Poor guy.
Yep.
Oh, I've arrived at the Mouth of the Panther. Beyond the two flag rocks is the remains of a small cargo ship named the MMA. That looks like it sank a long time ago. I should investigate this wreck. Gotcha. Broken hull. Hello, anyone here?
Angry ghosts.
There we go. In the wreck of the MMA, a spirit attacked me. The vessel seems completely infested with them. I suspect them to be the remains of the MMA's crew. Why this happened to them puzzles me. I should press the forward and investigate further. Yeah, I can do that. This ship was way smaller on the outside than like...
What it, is on the inside.
Yeah, 100%. Like, there's no way that this was like still in the fucking ship there. Especially if there's like a lower deck now, I'm gonna call BS on that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Gable the traitor.
I wonder what happened. You think he was a traitor?
Oh wow, he was stronger than I thought.
Oh wow.
Fuck me, this dude is strong. But he's dead now. We good. Whew. I'll take the key. I found a key in the remains of Gable, the traitor named in the MMA's log. I should search the MMA for a lock to match. Okay.
Look at a log though.
No, we did not. I think maybe if you went to like the city and like asked around and someone would have found a log.
Maybe.
Alright, let's go. I found a skeleton chained to the wall on the lower deck of the MMA. I believe these to be the remains of Grantham Blakely. I should use the key I found. Okay.
I knew one day someone with unyielding virtue would heed my words and speed my release. You risk much to perform such a selfless act. This noble deed will not go unrewarded. Look upon the ground in this prison. There you will find a map to my gratitude. I thank you with all my heart. Farewell.
Take care, Grantham. Wait, where does he walk off now? Oh, well, I hope he has a good time wherever he is.
He walks into a very bad animation.
Oh, it was alright. At the bottom, oh here it is. Grantham Blakely's map. Ah yes, of course, obvious. Oh wait, no, this was the shipwreck, so we just go that way, between two rocks. Is it just going to be a map marker that immediately leads me to the treasure, or do I actually have to... Okay. That's a bit disappointing, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if they made you, like, follow the map properly.
Grantham's map has led me to a treasure concealed among some rocks. This must be where he hid his belongings while he was at sea. Oh, that's kind that he gives it to me. Holy shit, Grantham, calm down.
Wow, that's kind of intense.
You don't really expect the pirates to have a bell. He's like, with this battle axe, I can trap the souls of my enemies forever.
Yeah.
So that was Quest. It's a fun little one. Again, it's not super like exciting or anything. I just like the context around it a lot. So here in Coral, for next quest, you actually have to make our way to the Northern Goods and Trade.
Look at the muscles on you.
Well, everyone keeps saying that because my strength is high. Alright, Dar-Ma.
Hello, I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Yes I am. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
Your mother?
My mother owns this shop. She would be glad of your business.
And here's her mother, Ceetnius. She seems very nice.
I interest you in some of my wares.
Does she have anything good to sell here? Doesn't seem that way.
You've got a lot to learn.
Oh, she can trade me in Mercantile. Alright, well,
Bye.
It was nice to meet you two. All we literally need to do is just talk to the both of them for a moment, and now we can just head out. And now we have to return there in a couple of days, so I'm just gonna wait.
I don't mean to impose, but I'm hoping you can help me. My daughter, Dar-Ma, is missing, and I don't know what to do.
So after a few days of waiting, her daughter has suddenly gone missing.
That's right. My daughter Dar-Ma never came back from Hackdirt. I'm dreadfully worried something may have happened to her. Can you help?
Sure, I'll help find Dar-Ma.
I can't thank you enough for your kindness. She was supposed to make a delivery to Atira Moslin in Hackdirt, so I would start there. In case it may be useful, she was with Blossom, her horse, I mean. Dar-Ma loves that animal and would never willingly abandon her.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Farewell.
That horse is going to be dead.
100%. We'll probably find it like dead somewhere along the road. Anyway, that ends the quest, A Shadow over Hackdirt. So now we have to make our way to Hackdirt. Oh shit. Yeah. That's actually a problem.
You go so fast you could go flying to your death.
Pretty much. Like, if I go like this, I'm pretty much gonna kill myself now. See? Alright, so here's Hackdirt.
Let
So
me
if we talk
give
to
you some
her...
advice, stranger. Leave. Now. You ain't welcome here.
So yeah, and that's pretty much how everyone here is. Like, they just hate pretty much anyone who comes into the village.
Outsiders came and burned our town years ago. Ruined us. But we'll get ours back one day soon.
That's
Say
sad.
what you're going to say.
So as you can see, yeah, they fucking hate us.
Yeah, if you don't want to scream, we're a cult town, maybe don't turn away every traveler.
Alright, we'll talk to this guy then.
If you're not careful, the brethren will have to teach you a lesson.
Yeah. Where's Dar-Ma?
Who? Nah, I haven't seen any young women around. Even if I had, why would I know anything about her going missing? Not that I'm saying I ever seen her, because I haven't.
Well, that's not suspicious at all. Where are the brethren?
Brethren? I got no brothers.
You literally just talked about it. Okay, so...
Really? Interesting. What nonsense.
Why are you doing this?
No clue.
That's just not funny.
You got him up to 1. We got him, boys.
What if I just make him love me a bit?
Oh, I see.
And what about
No.
Dar-Ma? Nope.
Even if
Okay, that doesn't do anything. Gotcha. Ooh, Chapel of the Brethren. That's not ominous at all. And you can actually see...
houses.
Yeah, like, the woman talked about that, didn't she? How, like, strangers, outsiders came in and they burnt down the town. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Oh, look, it's Blossom. I found Dar-Ma's horse behind Moughlin's dry goods in Hackdirt. I should ask Etira Moslin if she knows what happened to Dar-Ma. Well, that's strange, isn't it? The horse of the woman who's gone missing is right behind this building.
And it's not dead. So, we were wrong.
Oh, we were actually. Huh. I mean, we can always kill it.
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money if you've got the stones for it.
I've heard others say the same.
Shh. The stranger is listening.
We'll
Guys,
talk later tonight.
don't tell him about the Fighters Guild being a good place to get money.
I can't say we'll talk later tonight at the gathering. Like, that just gave me, that one sentence gave me so much more information than the fact that the fucking Fighters Guild is recruiting people. Alright, Etira.
Go on.
Where's Dar-Ma?
I don't know any Dar-Ma. If you're talking about that cursed Agonian swindler from Coral, I'd like to know where she is too.
What's her horse doing here then?
That's my horse. Owned it for years. Now either buy something or get out.
Can I just sweet talk her?
This better be good. Thank you.
Probably not, but still.
I don't know any. That's...
Okay, fine. Etira Moslin still denies that Dar-Ma ever came to Hackdirt. She's obviously lying, but I doubt she will tell me anything. I should continue to search the town for clues. But where you're supposed to come out to is here, to the door to the Chapel of the Brethren. Because when we go here, we can just go over to this book here. And no, it's not the Bible. Well, wait, no, it is actually. Bible of the Deep Ones, that is. And as you can see, given to me by the Chief of the Deep Ones, he taught me his language and his runes. This is the ancient lore of his people, which we shall follow from now until forever. Signed in the presence of 12 witnesses. You're off Moslin. And then it's just like a bunch of strange ruins. I think it's like Daedric, no?
I think it's Daedric.
Or it might actually not be, I don't know. This is like a very self-contained quest.
That's the Daedric alphabet, yeah.
Okay. Oh, hello, Jiv Hiriel.
If you're not careful, the brethren will have to teach
Oh my god,
you a
his
lesson.
face.
I think we have a contender for ugliest NPC, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking hell. So, Dar-Ma.
Shh. We can't talk here. They'll get suspicious. The girl is in danger. Meet me tonight after dark in my house. I'll leave the door unlocked. Don't be late.
Sure thing.
Leave me alone.
Well, at least we got a lead now.
guarantee he's going to end up dead.
100%.
And we're going to find a note telling us what we need to actually do and where to go.
Either that, or he's actually in on them, and they're all just gonna be waiting to kill me there.
Yay for cheesy cults.
Alright, Jiviriel's house.
Oh, he's alive.
You came. Good. I don't have much time. I have to get to the gathering before I'm missed.
So, Dar-Ma.
You have to believe me. I didn't know what they were planning. They want to bring back the Deep Ones. I thought I did too, but she's so innocent. They've got her down in the caverns. They're going to sacrifice her, you understand? You've got to save her. Here, take this key. It'll open any of the trapdoors down to the caves. Every house in town has one. The one in Moslin's Inn is your best bet, nearest where she's being held. The middle of the night, when everyone's at the gathering. Good luck. You will save her, won't you? I gotta go now.
Dude, the moment you go to the gathering, they're gonna fucking kill you. But let's actually ask a bit about the Brethren.
Those of us who've changed the most, we call the Brethren. Live down in the caves, to be nearer the Deep Ones. They don't like the sunlight much. Dangerous, too. You'll want to avoid them if you can help it.
So what is this about Hackdirt?
I was only a boy when the soldiers came. We hid, vowed revenge. But the Deep Ones never came back. Atira, she's the one who found them old books, learned the runes, how to speak them again. But they want blood, she says, or they'll not help us.
Who are the Deep Ones exactly?
I don't know much. Never seen them myself. Our grandfathers first found them, I think, digging in the mines. They helped us, made us rich, but there was a terrible price. Blood. And worse.
The caverns?
Caves run all beneath the town. Some natural, some dug over the years since we found the Deep Ones. Every house has an entrance now.
Do like how he doesn't actually like specifically say what the Deep Ones are exactly.
It's clearly a reference to the Shadow over Innsmouth. You know, Deep Ones living in a dark cavern that have to be summoned through like cult sacrifices. It's very clearly just a reference to H.P. Lovecraft. Not a bad thing, because it's a good classic cult piece of cult fiction, but they could have been a little more subtle about it, I guess.
I don't know, like, you know, I don't really mind quests that are like self-contained like this, even if they're like very, very much just, you know, just like references to something else. I think it can be nice and fun, like this quest is. Also, did you know Howard P. was a massive racist?
Oh, yeah.
He had, was it a cat that he called, like, N-word man?
Yeah, he had a cat that he called the N-word man.
That's, you know... Then again, old Howard P. was kind of a antisocial person generally, wasn't he?
I think, as far as I know, he got better with age.
Because, like I remember... Sorry, go ahead, too.
Like, his racism kind of, like, was toned down the older he got, because he was married and actually wasn't such an enclosed person.
Right, because, like, I remember in, like, one of his books or whatever, he, like, describes a black boxer, and, like, the way he describes him is, like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, like, a lot of his stories are incredibly racist. Like, there's a lot of racial undertones in his stories.
Here we are. Could I have actually just gone in here without doing any of that?
Yeah.
Oh. Then again, it's more fun with the story around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sneak around because I'm pretty sure I can kick everyone's ass here, so...
Please,
oh, hello, Dar-Ma.
let me out of here. You must help me escape. I think these creatures plan to do something horrible to me tonight.
I wonder, if you just wait for like the night, will they actually do anything, or is it just like... Probably not, right?
I don't think so.
I'll let you out.
Thank you. Hurry. We need to get out of here, quick.
And your mom sent me, by the way.
My mother owns northern...
Yeah, no shit. Okay. Hackdirt.
These creatures kidnapped me from my room in the inn while I was sleeping. I don't know why, but I'd rather not find out.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea.
Please hurry back. You're my only hope.
Can I just open this? There we go. I have freed Dar-Ma from the clutches of the foul creatures that infest Hackdirt, down to escape and deliver her safely back to Styrianides in Goral.
Thank you. Let's get out of here.
Alright, can I just... Do I have to wait on her? Okay. Oh, she is actually like a temporary follower then. Yeah, she is.
Have you seen my horse? I can't leave her here.
Oh, yes I have. It was...
Yes, please just walk casually. It's
Yeah, I
fine.
know, right? It's not like we're in a weird, creepy cult village. Alright, I'll just lead her back and then we'll come back after.
Oddly calm for someone who was kidnapped and nearly killed by a cult.
True, but like at the same time, I'd also probably be like, if I'm at this point where I'm just walking back home, I'd also be pretty taking it calm, you know? Like finally safe and sound.
Yeah, she was really only in danger while she was there, so...
Yeah, pretty much. Hi there.
It's my pleasure.
Dar-Ma.
The best daughter a mother could have.
Okay, well, Hackdirt.
Rather isolate. Normally I make the...
Okay.
Missing daughter?
Missing
Have
daughter.
you found her? Is she safe?
No.
Yes, Dar-Ma's safe.
Thank you. Thank you. I can never repay you for your gift of my daughter's life, but you have my friendship and gratitude to the end of my days.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could help. And that completes the quest, A Shadow over Hackdirt. But actually, let's go back to Hackdirt if we can. Let's go ahead and murder everyone now. Okay, they're all like weirdly sniffing, which is really weird.
They all look kind of weird too.
They do. They have really big eyes. Just gonna do this. Not that I really have to, I always have like those spells. Okay, you're dead, and you're dead.
It would have been really cool if they'd like given them like wet, gurgly voices, since they're trying to become like near elder gods, essentially.
Like more demonic, you mean?
Yeah, more demonic. Because like in at least the game versions of like Call of Cthulhu, like the people would actually like, if they were like part of the cult and like trying to become closer to their god, they'd get like more fish-like, essentially.
And they all do this weird like sniffing, like...
Oh, there's a lot of... Oh, no, it's the townspeople?
Yep.
Am I supposed to be improved? Let's get this over.
Wait, did I just... Wait, did I accidentally hit that... Okay, now he's not fighting back, that's good at least. 'Cause I thought I accidentally hit him, and that would have
That
sucked.
would really suck.
Yeah. Okay, this might take a while. Just gonna quick save real quick. You guys stay dead, by the way, don't get back up suddenly.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, what about them? No, she's fleeing. Yeah, none of you are escaping.
where'd she go?
Where did the other guy go? Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, that's Jiv. Oh, hey there,
Can't be
Jiv.
seen talking to you. I've done what I can. Now it's up to you. We
Hackdirt.
don't look kindly on strangers asking. I'm listening.
You know what, here, have some money, start a new life. Okay, I'm gonna turn up my game audio a bit. Because if you stand still here and wait, you can actually hear, like the old ones in the background. There. You don't hear that normally as far as I know. So, after having played this game and done this playthrough for like literally 2 years, I think it's time we actually did the main quest.
Finally, goddamn.
Alright, so here we are at the main quest. Now let's just go to the Imperial City. Walk a little bit over here. A little bit over here. And a bunch of Daedric Lords spawn, and Maynard's Dagon is here. The barriers between Oblivion and Tamriel have already been destroyed. Our only hope now is to somehow defeat Maynard's Dagon and cast him back into Oblivion. Perhaps Martin will know what to do. Martin is Sean Bean, by the way. He's somewhere around there. Also, the sky has completely changed for some reason. Alright, you know what? I don't like this place at all. Let's just go back to the temple. And I'm just gonna chill here for a few days.
Nice and cozy.
We're too late.
Oh, Martin.
Mehrunes Dagon is here. Lighting the dragon fires will no longer save us. The barriers that protected us from Oblivion are gone.
Can we cast him back into
I
Oblivion?
don't see how. Mortal weapons may hurt him, but now that he is physically here in Tamriel, they have no power to actually destroy him.
What about the Amulet of
Wait,
Kings?
yes. The amulet was given to mortals by Akatosh. It contains his divine power. But how to use this power against Dagon? The amulet was not intended as a weapon. I have an idea. One last hope. I must reach the Dragonfires and the Temple of the One.
But you said it was no
You
use.
just have to trust me. I know now what I was born to do, but I'll need your help. I have to get past Mehrunes Dagon somehow.
Oh, don't worry, dude. We already did that part. I'll get you to
Now
the
for
temple.
the rest. Lead on, my friend.
Follow me. Whee!
What a
Come
journey.
on. We need to...
Wait, is he not gonna be cool with it until I, like, leave first or something? Oh, here we are. Martin and I are inside the Temple of the One. I must get to Martin to the Dragonfires or all hope is lost.
I do what I must do. I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must...
Oh, no worries. In the very, very short time.
Nice knowing you, Sean.
The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father and my father's fathers. The Third Age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things now belong to you.
Oh, thanks, Sean Bean.
What happened? Where's Martin? I must congratulate him. Mehrunes Dagon is defeated. Cast back into Oblivion. We've won!
Well, Martin is gone, I'm afraid.
What do you mean, gone? We saw the temple dome explode. The avatar of Akatosh appear. That was Martin?
Yes, he shattered the amulet.
Joined blood of kings and gods. the amulet of kings, the divine power of Akatosh.
And Martin's blood too.
Then Martin is gone.
But the gates are sealed.
Yes, sealed forever. Mehrunes Dagon and his ilk can never threaten Tamriel again. Martin is dead, but he died an emperor and a hero to rival Tiber Septim.
What about the Empire?
This victory is not without cost. We've lost Martin Septim. What an emperor he might have made. His sacrifice was necessary, but it leaves the Empire without an emperor. I don't know what happens now. There are troubled times ahead for the Empire. But now is not the time to worry about the future. Let's just give thanks that we're alive.
Alright, and I'm officially named Champion of Cyrodiil for literally just walking into a temple and walking back out. That was easy.
And I forgot how short the story for Oblivion was.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right?
In my capacity as Lord High Chancellor of the Elder Council, I hereby proclaim you Champion of Cyrodiil. And, as a small token of gratitude for your service to the Empire, I have ordered a suit of Imperial Dragon armor made for you.
In a week. No, seriously.
Imperial Dragon armor is normally worn only by the Emperor himself, but you deserve no less, Champion.
I mean, like, all we did was walk in and out of a couple doors, man.
I know, right?
We didn't do that much. Also, who's Martin?
I don't know, this dude we just met while, like, taking a walk around the temple. He seemed nice.
Yeah. I'm glad we got to make friends with him for the short period of time we knew him.
You know what? I'm glad we could actually finish up the main quest.
2 years of waiting. It was worth it.
It was worth it. Took a long time, but, you know, here we are. Alright, so. That's the end of the main quest. Honestly, that was pretty short, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Wait, what's that? Alright, well, let's see what this is. Hello? Anyone?
Anytime now.
Okay. Alban Corvinus? Right, so I don't know who you are, but like, the main quest is over. We did it after 2 years.
When? I didn't know that. How can this be?
Well, it took a while. I mean, like, you know, we did a lot of different quests. Like, the most interesting quest I think we've done. We've done, like, the Dark Brotherhood quest line. It was pretty interesting, actually.
Fabulous. That's great. Good for you.
Oh, thank you. But I'm afraid that this is right now, might actually be the end of the Oblivion playthrough.
What? That really pisses me off.
Dude, I'm sorry, alright, but we've done, like, the most interesting quests already.
Okay, I feel normal.
Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it. But don't worry, there'll still be, like, more collabs in the future, especially with Okurii.
Oh no. What do we do? I'm so scared.
Oh, don't be. There's a lot of different games we can still play.
Everyone's talking about the great
Okay, that doesn't do anything.
Oh my god, it's so fucking dumb.
Seeing as we finished up the main quest, met up with the main man himself, and did pretty much the most interesting quest in this game, I think we should call it a part here.
Yeah.
Next time. Is there gonna be a next time? Well, we haven't decided yet. Maybe in half a year we'll do another next time. Like, we'll do another part. Maybe in a year. Who knows? But until then, this has been Oblivion with Okurii. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Bye.